Alright, fine, whatever. I'm home. I'm sitting pretty quietly in my comforting and cozy armchair. And today I had the nicest meeting with Native Americans, and there was a guy. His name is Brian. He introduced himself for being asked by me, and because I want to know people's names and just especially those ones whom I probably like. I mean, like a personality, like just native speaker for my adorable American. And I came up to him and asked about his name. He replied, going like, "I'm Brian," and I replied, "I'm Alex." Back responded to his replic, and just without even being asked, because I'm not sure he knows my name, but now we can just because he uh, tried to, and he actually did. He spoke to me a lot, and just without pronouncing my name or calling me by name. And now he has the nicest opportunity to call me by name, and I have my good opportunity to practice along with him with having his name known. And I tell you more that I adore just direct communication thing with people, between people, I should say. And the more I see that person as a bright person, as like um, good, I mean in a good way, like bright and just lead person in all the ways. That's how I see him, and just he's like good guy, and I just value that that features of people, that they are just good and natural, and they're straight going and easy going, and always like trying to be honest, and going back and forth between within, I should say, conversation. Is it on rails? And I adore just when people at ease, nothing worried about, probably just not just not being uneasy, just worried or anxious, just being relaxed, and probably more being like nonchalant during conversation, and allow the flow of your voice, the flow of your nicest American to pull out words and sentences one by one with mistakes, with fucking hidden stumbling blocks, as I adore when I make mistakes. Then that's my moment in which I'm learning, and I adore actually making mistakes. That's the sign that I'm just unchained. I'm free in my American, and I don't care about making or not making mistakes, because the more I make those, the more I eliminate them. By the process of elimination, I eliminate mistakes, and I terminate them by the process of elimination. We, within the process of diving right into the mistakes, and in making them, I'm becoming perfect, and I'm on it those days, and I will never quit that. If I don't die, I hope I won't. So, back again to the track of today's, just with a shoot, whatever you would like to put it. I'd like to put it like my random recording session, or random video shoot, whatever on your like and on your considerations, up for you to judge me, but do that after you check your American fluency. Only in that way you're able to have my permission to judge me, wherever, whomever else, just around these vicinities of the nicest YouTube channel that I created myself in the first place, and as well as any other just language practice related materials or sources you might find on the immense internet space. And guys, I hope Brian will get some Russian, as I'm a fluent speaker of my own first language that happens happily to be Russian, and my second native language nowadays is my adorable American, and it's not English anymore, like I don't know, not by the bookish style, being not that kind of guy at all. I should say that it's become more like my American thing, more like I want to sound like they do, like Native Americans do, and I want to expose my brain onto the fluent speech of them, Native Americans, and all other little that speak fluently in American, and without having nerves in my ears, in my brain, what I can get, what I cannot get, and just without caring about me at all, just laying on my ears the fluent piece of lush American deep slang vocabulary, things, and the language itself, as they call it, my American and the American. It goes without the saying, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I guess I'm not mistaken right here, because it's whatever you would like to put it. It's been that way. It's always been American. It's never been out of it, I should say. And I've never been out of that process of practicing and trying to advance my speaking skills along with my listening practices and along with my just narrations about some silly and fluffy and nothing and shit and nothing related to materials, and shitty materials also included those just bunch of activities that I do here on this channel that is nicely called down into English, as I'll be forwarding my activities here on this channel called down to English again, as I called it. And you see I'm kind of like falling down slightly, not pronouncing things too clearly and too natively, and if that happens when you are just trying to reach your boundaries, and then you could try to go beyond those boundaries by getting your tongue used to the way you speak and the way you sound yourself in the first place. As I'm sounding to myself in the first place while I'm speaking, and it's not a thing that I will not just peruse my materials after being made. I will, but within the process of speaking, you also can observe your own voice flowing out of your nas's mouth and producing something decent. I guess it is something decent that I'm making right now for you, and as soon as I'll be continuing my practice, I'll be familiarizing you with my new mistakes that I make and my new accomplishments that I make them as well, and probably we'll get together something just meaningful by just simply following my practices, not following my practices, or doing whatever you would like to be doing on your own without having me speaking in front of you, or whatever with me speaking in front of you. I'll be good with all those things being done or not being done by you. I'm grateful either way, whatever you would be doing, practicing on your own, following my footages here as I creating them for my speaking. No one can just step into my life and say me what to do, Alex, do that fucking thing, not do that fucking thing over there. I wouldn't follow all those pieces of advice at all, because I'm a self-sufficient person. I want to practice on my own. I get the thing pretty thoroughly, how I should practice, and I'm practicing, and I'm doing that. I'm in the flux, I'm always in flux, I should say. I believe as soon as I release something new and something American, very American for us, and pleasure to practice in front of me now. Don't be scared, don't be just fearful and full with doubt, just doing your wrong, the thing you want to do. And that's at the moment that you are casted, you'll be good about that. I promise. I've been there, I've been done. Other than that, the man is just making something silly and shit and not something related as always. And if it's been something light and meaningful for that, I mean, back me up by commenting me in the comment section down below, or wherever it's perched. I'm not sure where it's perched right now, because YouTube is in flux as well as me, and being in flux is good. It's when you are just advancing without having no boundaries, not having any boundaries, having those boundaries but overcoming them and getting over that hump and practicing there beyond that hump. That's when I want to go, and that's when I want to go along with you guys and gals, my lead peeps, my followers, and I will. Pleasure, practice, never quit your adorable language, whatever language that would be. I've chosen my American, and I'm happy with it, and I will be doing that as soon as I will leave. Pleasure, bye.